Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Love to Light Tarot. This is Nikki, and this is for Gemini, 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 bang, baby. Hey, Gemini, how you doing? How you doing? I don't want to shake the table. Gemini, this going to be your monthly January reading. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonates with you. Gemini, turn your notification bells on in case, I ain't know in case, so you get notified when I post, boo. I can't talk, Gemini. Let me see. I feel like sometimes, Gemini, somebody make you so mad, like, you don't even have the words, okay? You don't even have the words to say. Let's see what Gemini. Oh, so let me tell you. Look what card flipped over. Five of Wands. You may be in conflict with someone, okay, that it's going to have to take a lot out of you. Like you may have a long road ahead of you. You know how sometimes when you get to the point that you just sick and tired of being sick and tired, for some of my Geminis, and things kind of like been up in the air, and you may care about a situation. I feel like you do to a certain extent, but other people going to be who they are. So, I feel like now is the time. The way I feel like Geminis feel is like you gearing up to take care of self, okay? Because I feel like you stayed attached to a situation for some reason. All right, so Gemini, what I get for you? I got Karma. You know that Michael Jackson song, and who is that? Is it Boy George? Karma, 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 chameleon. They come and go. That song is what I heard. I heard many shades, not saw, honey. Uh, I heard many shades and karma, and then I heard that song playing. All right, so let's just see. All right, Gemini, I have a new deck, and it's called the Wild Reflection deck. I'm going to be using that, okay? And then I also have some new oracle cards called Love Oracle cards. We're going to do those. I'm going to clarify with my old deck, the Lyseer deck, and I'm going to give you a Romance Angel card as well as an index card. It sounds like a lot, just like something may seem like it's going to be a lot, but I feel like I know my Gemini is going to get through it. I feel like you're at the point you're going to do what you need to do. And I feel like after some back and forth reflecting, not knowing, dealing with stuff, now you're just going to be like, okay, like it's time. All right, let's see. Gemini. Okay. Okay. Okay, cards, don't start. Please. These cards want to flip on their side. You know how I do. If you're new here, if cards flip on their side, I feel like that's the energy telling me that's the way that it is. And I don't try to fight against the grain. I read them the way that it is. And if I feel some other type of way, I'll read it that way. All right, so because all cards don't be flipping. So I just take it that the ones that flip need to. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this is effort. This is also teamwork for some of my Geminis. I do feel like if you're working on anything, it's going to have to take this amount of effort plus more. So I'm going to see Eight of Pentacles out here. I may see Seven of Pentacles because you're going to have to do things differently than what you've been doing. I do feel like that is a lot that's going on. Some of my Geminis, you may be working on a business of yours or trying to get something off the ground. This is the work that I feel like for some of my Geminis, like this effort, Three of Pentacles, is going to be put off into different things that's productive, things that you may have been thinking about but not putting the work in on it. Maybe because you have been at a space between you and another person, or and that could kind of take your mind onto things, and maybe you had some stuff you had to get taken care of. But as more as I talk, I feel like when you look at it, and we all do it, because hell, it's stuff that I could have got done, and I could think of every reason in the world why I haven't. It could turn into excuses. Five of Wands. All right. So, and things like that could be going on. But I feel like now in January, whatever you've been putting off or thinking about, you're going to at least get started on it, okay? Hopefully, I ain't gonna say when things gonna get finished, because it may be a long time. I feel like, well, not long, but say if you trying to move and you looking to build a business. Stuff don't happen overnight, or you looking to get started on something that you may have got started on in the past but didn't keep up with it, is the energy that I feel. Okay. All right. So we have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This card flipped over, that King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. It don't have to be these people, honey. On this side is the Knight of Pentacles. I'll turn them up. I like these cards. I love the vibrant colors and stuff. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like, listen, starting out the gate, you see all these pentacles and stuff, Three of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So that's that business thing I feel like you're going to try to put off, you know, some hard work into. You just getting started, Pages. The Knight is on this side, so he's not really taking action. And this Knight, you know, takes slow and steady action in the first place. But I feel like that this Knight takes those type of actions because, you know, you don't want to rush off into anything and you want it done right. Say if you're going through a situation between you and another person, Five of Wands keep popping up. I get flipping and I see a whole lot of you. I feel like those conflictual energies been going on. And even if some of my Geminis may have fed off into the BS that people try to create in your life in the past, I feel like nowadays you just know what it is and you're not really giving anybody any reaction. Like, you see how this person has learned his lessons. That's what the Page of Pentacles is. He's the student of the deck. But the way this guy looking on this picture, like, you may just go off to yourself and just get some fresh air, you know what I'm saying, and think about things that you want to get started, and know that, you know, this is a place that you're not finna deal with the same old. It's the type of energy that I feel. You trying to stay balanced. I do feel like that. You going by what you feel and not by what somebody trying to tell you. I feel like you moving in according to your feelings. That's what the Queen of Cups would do. And the King of Wands is a person that's disciplined and ready to take action, even when times is hard, even when you have to step outside the box and do some things that you may not normally do. You may not have told yourself that you would have done, but you have to do them now, and it's okay. Type of energy is the energy that I feel. If it's a business, that's that energy that I feel like it's building up, because this is something that you would like to do. I feel like you go to work every day, cool, but something you did. Let me just say, like a business, one thing that I do is I do t-shirts and stuff and jogging suits on the side. It started out as a hobby with me just doing t-shirts and stuff for myself. People saw them with my little Cricut machine, honey, and then people started liking what I do, and that kind of transpired from there for one of the things that I do. And that way I kind of picked up business from that. I feel like something like that. It's something that you know how to do, and I don't want to keep, you know, wearing on it, but I feel like you think about it. Something you know how to do. You may be good at fixing credit. Like, I don't know, something, but you haven't been utilizing it. And I feel like God and Spirit's trying to tell you to do that. And you may be breaking free from time and space so you can, okay? Now, let's go to the middle of the month. We got the Temperance card. You see how during storms, like, somebody still be calm. Good shit, Gemini, because I feel like you could go there with an individual, but you choose not to. And that takes growth, that takes patience, that takes maturity. And at times I get, Gemini, you may not be dealing with nobody like that. So I see why you kind of want to get to yourself. You got the Nine of Pentacles, okay? You trying to stay focused. You got the Emperor card. I see what you building on his side. And then you got the King of Swords. So I'm going to turn these upright, and then I'll tell you on the side. In the middle of the month, I feel like, listen, say if you got things that you got to take care of. If you in the middle of moving, if you in the middle of I feel like starting something from the ground up, if you in the middle of having this self-healing journey, okay, that never ends, okay? I ain't saying we always gonna be hurt, but it's always things that we may have to conquer and stuff. We ain't never gonna be perfect, okay? I feel like you recognizing by the middle of the month, okay, look, things gonna take time. Long as I stay focused on what I want to have and what I'm trying to build, I'll be good. I feel like you know that, and you telling yourself that, and you following that, and you telling yourself, as long as I stay the course. I feel like something was finally done, and it's hard. So now you telling yourself, now you finally feel like you going in the right direction. And as long as you stay the course, then you know that the end game will be good for you. It may take a little minute. You may get antsy and want it right now. You may even want to know how things gonna pan out exactly. I feel like that. But I feel like you still recognize that you're gonna have to chill out and go with the flow. And you know, I understand that. You got the Lover's card. You have the Strength card. Could be dealing with a Leo. You have the Ten of Swords. All right. And then you have the Hermit card. So yeah. So like I felt, you going through some endings, okay? But you are at the point that you know that in order to have some new beginnings, you have to have endings to things. Things were hard, you didn't want to let go of. It could have been a relationship that you had to make a choice about, you know, that once you two were together and feeling a certain type of way, but it's been a while since it has been like that. So now it's like a final decision type deal, like I'm gonna finally let this go, you know. And I feel like on one hand, somebody don't have no hard feelings, but on another hand, it's hard for somebody else to deal with. And you may take some time and space in January to feel like you want to focus on you because you're trying to build things around you, like structurally type deal, like home and where you want to go, and like you really thinking off into some deep things. And I feel like that's gonna have to take time and reflection for yourself. You may feel isolated, or another person may feel like you isolated them and went off to yourself. I just feel like sometimes it be like that. um yeah, so you focused. I feel like you're trying to stay that way. You focus on what you want to get done. The goal is to stick to it and keep moving forward. That's the energy that I feel. So let's clarify the King of Wands. All right. And you, for some of my Geminis, you have a person around. I don't know what this is. I feel like because you in between a space, whatever space that is, for this to grow, I feel like you trying to get yourself together. Not that you know what I'm saying, ain't got. I feel like you trying to get yourself together. I'm trying to get myself together. I feel like you not at the emperor place yet for some of my Geminis. And when you get there, then you'll be ready. Somebody feel that way, you know? So, yeah. So you may have this supportive person around. I get a person that got pretty good energy outside of whoever this is that you're going through this with. I don't know what it's built to. I don't think anything is official. I feel like somebody just working on them right now. You could be having endings first. So, yeah. Or you just may be just really engulfed in what you're trying to bring forth. So you really can't be worried about bringing in a new situation just yet. Okay, so you take whatever time y'all may spend together as just what it is. Okay, all right, but it's good energy. All right, all right. I don't know why I feel like whoever this last person is gonna try to give Gemini some pushback. So it's good that someone is mature enough to remove old debris and don't bring that baggage on to something new. And ain't nothing wrong with you want to build yourself. Say if you in the process of moving, you want to be set with your own place, you know what I'm saying, with transportation. If if you need transportation, you want to be financially okay, so it don't be no strain on no type of relationship that you're trying to, bring in. And I applaud you for that. All right, King of Wands. This Six of Wands wanted to go in the reverse. I'm going to put it in the upright. I'll tell you both ways. And we got the King of Cups. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So I get this energy where you are forced, like, to move forward. I don't know. I feel like something was working. Then now it's just not. And you doing what you got to do. And you may not have closure between you and another individual. You may not. I feel like you know what this is and it's done. But I feel like something went on that conversations just, once it got to the point that wasn't even had, where something didn't get down to the bottom line of things. But I feel like you still know you have to move forward. And you don't like it. You don't. I feel like this, but I feel like this is something that you have to do regardless of what it is in behind a situation. Like what am I saying? Say you dealing with a baby mama, baby daddy situation. Some people can be vindictive because you don't want to be with them no more. And then you move forward and then they withhold the child from you. That's the type of deal. What can you do with that? Do you stay bound to a situation or do you just do what you need to do and then, get you a lawyer and go about it that way? Do you want to go about it that way? No. But sometimes when you're dealing with an ignorant person, it's the energy I feel. You just got to do what you got to do. So that's the energy I feel like some of my Geminis are taking. And some, it may not be that deep, but I do feel that. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. You have the Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so several Geminis. This is this time, that it's going to take for you to move forward. Things going to take time, but you hopeful about the future. I see you getting it done. Okay, cool. You know that you feel good about you following what you feel. Whatever this change is and whatever you did, even though it was hard, you feel good about this, okay? You may be distant from another person. Remember those Geminis that I feel like that you deal with a person that's cool. I feel like that, and somebody may want things to come together, and you hopeful about it because y'all have good energy, good time together. But it may be some time or space that's there until a situation is rectified. That's the energy I feel too. Some of my other Geminis, that business situation that you really like, that's something that you may, have as a hobby that you want to get off the ground. I feel like you see it could come together. It's just about confidently working towards it and bringing it to fruition is what I feel, okay? All right, so let's see the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the Emperor. Something you trying to build. I feel like this is foundation period, everyday life type things to make sure that everything's set. This may be at stake, okay? Somebody is learning lessons too about a situation that involved this. And you know what I'm saying? Whether it's another person or just you learning a lesson in regard of a foundation. I get something went wrong with it. I feel like you going to be smarter next time. So say like if you move in with somebody, a lesson you learn, don't move in with nobody that your name ain't on the lease. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like something is coming in behind this. But it's all right because it's to build you. And when you moving forward, this is where you going to have your own. That's where that Emperor come in at, okay? I do feel like that. All right, so Temperance card. Let's clarify. Ace of Pentacles, okay? Lover's card and the Queen of Wands. So you're going to keep putting in effort. That's the energy that I do feel. Now is the time that you're doing so. This is you taking action when I feel like you didn't before for some reason, okay? And whatever reason that is. Ace of Pentacles is about a new opportunity that's there, that's going to require work, which you do have that energy. You do know what you're going to have to put in to receive whatever this is that I feel like that you going for. And even some of my Geminis, what is being offered to you, okay? This is also the Lover's card for that energy that I do feel like that an energy is around, but patience is needed because you may be coming from a place. And remember I said you don't want to bring this over to this. So that's the energy that I do feel, all right? You may be trying to balance yourself out so you can be like a solid individual without any disruptions or discrepancies or anything going on between you and another person, okay? So that's what I feel. So let's do Nine of Pentacles. And you may be demanding that from an individual, okay? I don't feel like you demanding it. I feel like that may be you. Flip it on the other side. That's, if another person trying to come in to you, Gemini, I say a whole lot of you, but flip it. Nine of Pentacles. You got the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. Yes. You moving towards situations in your life that you know that is pouring off into you. Healthy situations that's not of like energies of hardness or bitterness or pain. You know what I'm saying? The people just, when y'all argue, they say whatever the hell want to come out their mouth, and then things are lingering on your mind after the stuff is said, but a person bumps over like, I was just mad. Well, me, I feel like that's when people speak what the hell they truly mean. I feel like in certain situations that that was not good for you. You may have a lot of love for an individual, but I feel like now is the time that you are moving forward. I do get that energy. So you may be just being single with the Nine of Pentacles, focused on you, walking through and trying to build things for yourself is the energy that I feel. You know, this Chariot card is about moving from spaces that this person has always known. So this could have been an individual that you've been around for a very long time. This could be a marriage. You know, this could just be a cycle of things that has been this way, that just don't have to do with this person, that you just sick and tired of different people, whether it be relationships, family members. I feel like treating you a certain type of way, or a situation turning out the way that it is, where people just not who they say they are. I just feel like you just over the whole thing. So if it takes for you to move away from a situation, I feel like you're willing to do that. And that ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? The Emperor card and the King of Swords. I don't want y'all all them cards. I can't. It was too much. Emperor card and the King of Swords. The Wheel. So that's what I just said, okay? You know, that cycle of things. I felt that energy. You over it. You want to bring in something new, and you know that starts with you. Because if somebody would sit in a situation, I feel like you will forever be there. Because this person here is not going to take a stand. But sitting around a situation, you feel like that. Five of Cups. And you know that's uncivilized. Let's do the Lover's card. And that's that cycle of things. Remember I said that had to be done, okay, before something else can come in your life. Ace of Cups. So things have to be moved away from, dealt with. Boom. And this is that feeling for some of my Geminis. Remember I said that if you had a cycle where things may not be like solid, you want to end that first. Be set up in your Emperor, and then, you know what I'm saying, move forward with Lovers, you know. But that don't mean that you don't just hang out with an individual. Lovers and the Strength card, the Star. So yes, things need healing. Same thing I said. Whether that be if ain't nobody around, you may be at a space, okay? If somebody is around, remember what I said. And you know somebody really wants something to come together, but I get an energy of wait a minute, make sure that's done, heal this. Because I feel like a situation been going back and forth. So, Gemini, if you dealing with a person and you know that this last person they've been with, they done had a tendency of on again, off again, on again, off again. You may be waiting that thing out to see if it's just another on again, off again. You know? Person may be telling you this a Ten of Swords, but you done seen this Ten of Swords before. So, you will see. Okay? Ten of Swords and the Hermit card. By the end of the month, you're basically healing yourself. You know, I do feel like you're going through things. And I'm not saying that they like, oh my God. Some, it's enough, okay? And it's enough to make you want something different in your life. And I feel like, listen, sometimes the universe send you through things. Well, I'm going to tell you, we got free will. But situations will come in your life and we have to experience them until the point of we don't want to feel it no more. And whatever your time frame is your time frame. And like my time frame could have been hella. I done had some time frames that done took longer to the outside than to me. But that was how long it must have took for me to get whatever it was, or feel that shift where I want to be doing something different. And that's okay. Your journey is yours and it ain't nobody else's. And you doing it by the end of the month. It's hard to look within, really it is, and heal those things in those places that have been laying dormant for a while. Everybody don't want to do that, so I commend you even for doing that. Ten of Swords, and it's hard to walk away from something. It is. Ten of Swords and the Hermit. Hangman. It's gonna take time. I feel like you've had this time and space where you know what to do. This Hermit, this Hangman here has taken this time, and when you have this reflection of what it is, you know what it is, and you know this is the space that you're being called to move from, okay? That's the energy I feel. Truth has been had, Ace of Swords, I feel like that, and whatever come about, you at peace with it. I feel like something used to worry you, but now you know that God don't give us the spirit of worry. We just give it up to him, and we know that if we've been good to a situation, it is what it is, and good gonna follow, okay? Just in that cycle of your life is the energy I feel. All right, baby. So let me give you a love oracle card. Hopefully this resonates with you, Gemini. Okay, let's see here. Love oracle card. Divine feminine, yin feminine energy. I feel like you standing up in your energy. If you're a female, I feel like that you know what you worth and you pushing forward. Divine masculine energy. I feel like that if you know what you worth, you pushing forward. I feel like you standing in that. Now, I do feel like that this is an issue. Divine feminine is like a softer kind of energy, like your womanhood energy, you know, and the masculine energy is like the manly. So I get the divine feminine energy is like, this was missing from this. I feel like that. It wasn't there in the situation at all. Even if you were a woman, you had to stand in your masculinity because you couldn't be safe and soft with an individual. Because if you was, people were still hard towards you and they took advantage of a situation. And then they want you to be this soft, safe person. I'd be soft and safe when I feel like I can be soft and safe. Until then, shit, I have to stand in my masculine energy, because if I don't, I'll get ran over. It's the energy that I feel, okay? So that's good shit. I feel like that. Now it's time to get back to that, because you don't need that being with a new person. I feel like that, okay? I get that with one person, if you're a woman, you can rest and be. Even that person that's good, but you can't get with that person yet, you can be that with that person. And I feel like you want to be that way. If you a man, you can be in your masculinity, because you're not going to have no woman trying to tell you and be hard and this and that, when you really would prefer her to be soft, okay? That's the energy I feel. All right. Distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. This is that energy that I feel like God and Spirit is telling you to look at and move from. And I do feel like that you are, okay? So that is good shit. Let me give you a romance angel card. This is why my readings are so long, honey. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Something may be addictive, you know, like addictions, meaning drugs or drinking, or just old toxic patterns, okay? Codependency is this person that sticks around another individual knowing that stuff ain't right. I feel like this is what you're looking over. I feel like this is what this has been for some of my Geminis, okay? But no more, okay? So that's the energy I do feel. Letting you know that it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Not that low vibrational bull crap, okay? You want more. Let me give you a... Not that deck. Not this deck? No. Okay. Not that deck, Gemini. Bitch ass alert. Bitch ass. Somebody be being a bitch ass, okay? And on another note, for them Geminis that feel a certain type, somebody catch your feelings, okay? But you gotta wait a minute. Wait. They don't want you like I love you. Wait. That's what somebody may be saying, but they don't treat you like that. Get the hell out of here. I got to be softer. You know, I got to be in the feminine energy, divine feminine. I am. The bitch ass is alert that you know you tired of the bullshit. You know, and you know some stuff that people be doing be really messed up, but you not finna stand in that, okay? I don't feel like you are. All right, Gemini, love you lots.